Hello and welcome back to some more Hermit Skies. In the last episode, we finally got into some RF tools and created a bunch of worlds. You should not be able to be there. Okay, fair enough. We created a bunch of worlds, actually really only two. One was a bit of a failed experiment with sort of jagged terrain. I think that was mainly because I just threw nothing in there, like no terrain dimlets or anything like that, and it just kind of was scrambled almost. But we also eventually made the dimension that is full of emeralds. So if we go over there, I do love going into this place for two reasons. One, I can mine emeralds, and second, it's not as laggy, and I also don't crash as much when I'm in here, or if at all. But yeah, over here, and then we've got our... That's where I'm currently mining. We have our miner over here. Something else I did before we go over to the miner is I made a new pickaxe. So we do have our old pickaxe in the area here, so yeah, that's that. But I added, I started from the ground up, made it unbreakable, and I just need to add silk touch to this one. But this is now unbreakable infinity pickaxe. It's super fast. It's actually stronger hitting, like damage-wise, than my other pickaxe is. So this, I don't know if we can one-shot. Okay, we can one-shot. But yeah, this is mining currently. It's obviously taking a while because it is like 232,000 blocks, and we currently only have, where are they? 94k. And this is actually the first time I've had a stack EMC that is actually not showing because it is so large a number. I'm really tempted to use like the calculator and just look it up, but I'm sure it'll probably give me an error because of how large that is. Otherwise, I feel like the mod would just show it. And then over here, I'm just mining my own just to make it a little bit quicker. It was also to level up the infinity pickaxe a little bit more, and it's quite a fun thing to do because my stuff still is world loaded, so I'm still getting essences, but it's not crashing because the... I actually don't know what the issue is. It's like ticking entity, apparently. But yeah, it's the farming stations that are causing my crashes. So I am thinking of setting a way up so I can just shut them all off or something. And something else I found as well is the if I were to use octactic capacitors, they're actually more efficient than doing this. Like I thought that these capacitors were perfect because they gave me 600 or 1000 RF per tick and gave me an increased area. If we look quickly, you can see it's out there. But I tried an octactic one on one of these, and it actually goes like 2 blocks further, and also is guaranteed 1000 RF per tick. So I might actually be swapping them all out to that, and maybe that'll fix my issues. Maybe it's something to do with these capacitors. Maybe, very unlikely, but it could be. But nonetheless, yeah, we have a few things I want to get done today, and they are mainly to do with some infinity and dire crafting stuff, or extreme crafting. So in terms of infinity, if we want to get an infinity catalyst, which we need obviously however many of these is for 8, 16, 11 is it? 8. Yeah, 11 it seems, unless I really can't count for some reason. 11 infinity catalysts, which is like 7,700,000, surely, and that requires a lot of stuff here. Now, as I think I've gone through, all of these, from the Endless Pearl down to here, down to the red matter, are easily obtainable, except the Hyper Diamond, maybe that takes a little bit of effort, but we have a lot of graphite now. In fact, how much do we have? You know, 1,302. We have, in theory, 1,302 hyper diamonds if we do it correctly. So, the only other things we've got to worry about is the Ender Spell, which we can make with the Neutronium, and then the Cosmic Meatballs and Ultimate Stew, which is just a lot of getting materials and crafting them up, because this one isn't too bad, but the Ultimate Stew requires piles of neutrons, essences, dough, which we then have to get all this stuff to make the dough. Then we have to, you know, get enough for a meat feast pizza, supreme pizza, beef Wellington, baked ham, cheese, pineapples, tomatoes, and these all don't have well, some of them do, but most of them don't have EMC values, and then that all goes into 5. We only need 1, so we'll have 4 left over, but they are really good food, so maybe we'll try and automate that at some point, but probably not. So basically, the only other thing we're remaining on is the singularities. Again, that's why we've made a emerald world for the singularities, because most of these other ones we are perfectly fine to get from the essences. So what I want to do is I want to make a compressor, well, a neutronium compressor, because we've already got the compressor. Is it compressor? yeah, a compactor. Close enough. So we need to do all this stuff. So we need some iron blocks. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 iron blocks. Luckily we have like thousands of those. So we'll take all that. We are going to need a lot of neutronium, which you may notice, if I can find it, there it is. I have added a storage bus onto those. So we can actually go and use all that up, all the stuff we've been AFKing whilst I've just been, again, AFKing, and we now have a lot of that. So how many of that are we going to need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so 16 plus a block on top of that, so we'll get those sorted. So 16, I think it said should be, and those should still be producing. I was thinking about making like a tower like this, but filled with these compressors. Maybe that's something we can do at some point. Like, again, these make a block every single 7,111 ticks. Not a block, an ingot, I think. Yeah, an ingot every 7,111 ticks. So if we had, imagine, layers and layers all the way up to sky limit full of those, that would be really impressive, I think. And we could even go down to the bottom of the world. So other than that, redstone blocks, and we're gonna need some crystal matrix thingies, but we'll just quickly 1, 2, 3 of those, and then yeah, crystal matrix. So 1, 2, 3, 8, 10. So we have 2. If we go over here, we have 27 of those in. That's all nice. That's gonna produce there. So now we have 3, and what we'll do quickly is we can just put one of those in. Oh, that doesn't even produce. Oh, it literally is made of nether stars. What am I actually on about? So we'll make 1 more. There we are. And then we'll put that back in. Again, you left click it in, not right click. Right click doesn't work, left click does for some particular reason. I'm not sure why. So then we've got to put that in the very middle, 2 blocks out. So I think there we are. Then we're gonna have the redstone blocks on either side, the hoppers up here, those, I think is it 2 blocks like that, and then I think 1 more down here, and then the crystal lattices are over here. There we are, and I made the 2 extra. So that's 1 neutronium compressor. It doesn't have an EMC value, so we have to craft it up if we're going to do that again, which I kind of don't want to do. And then I'm going to put it here. Actually, that's a lie. I'm not going to put it there because I just realized the entire plan I had. So I actually want to currently... this has got facades on it, so if I can, I want to put it like... I guess what I could do is I could put it there for the moment. Or actually, I've got an idea. If we put it on top, right there, with this thing that is still trying to absorb noon, and I assume I have to wait like every noon or so. That seems to only be going up like 10% each time I do it, and it won't do every time I pull the lever. But nonetheless, basically what I want to do is I want to start with the... so if we go back to infinity, we want to go to singularities, and I'm going to start with an iron singularity just so I can test it. I've already got a load of blocks of it, and I want to test how many. So we need 17,600, so 17,599 more. So what I want to do is I actually want to uncraft all these, make a recipe for it so I have exactly that amount, take this facade off, and then have an export bus going into here. So it makes exactly 1 iron singularity, because there's no actually another use other than making infinity, the infinity catalyst that is, for this. So we only need 1 to make the infinity catalyst. As soon as that's done, we don't need singularities anymore. But what we need to do now is uncraft these, as I said, and then we're going to have to get some iron. I'm actually going to have to do 2 recipes. I'm going to have to do this recipe, and then I'm going to have to do this recipe, just in case we don't actually have enough. But we should be fine. So again, we got the co-optional processes, so that should be fine in that line of stuff. Let's just put them opposite side, maybe. Yeah, over here is fine. So that way I can just make however many I want. So I need to take the... Actually, what's probably easier if I just minus however much it is. What's that? Yeah, minus 17,599 off of however many I've got quickly, and then do it that way. I think that's the better way of doing it instead of, you know, being very awkward with it, I guess. So 17,599 minus the 5570, that's going to be 12,029. So 12 and then 29. We don't have enough essence. Interesting. So we actually want to then get some more, I guess some iron and a nether star maybe block or two or a stack, and we'll just do this. Okay, so I did have a crash unfortunately, but what I did is I have hopefully worked out exactly to have 17,599 iron blocks. You can't really see perfectly because obviously it doesn't show, like I can't shift or control and it shows me the exact number I had. I think refined storage does do that, but this doesn't seem to. However, what I did is I was inputting or taking out stacks until I went to 16k, then it put one by one until I got to 17k, and then added 9 stacks and 23 to get 599. So worst case scenario, I'm like a stack of blocks or like half a stack of blocks out, but this should be 17,599 of these. What I want to do is get an export bus and also the accelerator cards, which I just did that in complete the wrong order. Export bus, I'm going to have to head down to this energy condenser to actually nab this one. And I guess I'll just drop this in here. It gives me some iron blocks back. Oh, iron stuff back. I guess makes up for the iron blocks. That's always nice. So, yeah, what I want to do is I also want to get the quartz. Where is it? The quartz thing. So I can take that one off. And I guess I want to take the back one off just so I can actually do some maintenance to it. So this is going to go on the bottom. Hopefully that works. And then we'll put that in. And then we'll just want a iron block out of this as well. Hopefully this works. And that's 2 gone in. Worst case scenario, I might have to put in the top, but that actually shouldn't be too big a deal, because all that'll mean I have to do is just get a few more smart cables. Maybe also just get this Fluix one on top again. I don't know what all these things, they're the cards. Fair enough. So yeah, we'll put an export bus into there and then do that, I guess. You also, for some reason, why are you there? Get out of my face. So yeah, we'll go back to here and then try this again. There we are. So that now is going to take a little while, but that should go to exactly 17,600 for the output. And then after that, we're going to have to work out how many gold ones we need, how many, what is all the other ones? Like gold, lapis, redstone, nether quartz, copper, tin, lead, silver, nickel, diamond, and emerald. And now I'm a little bit worried because we had a big jump on iron blocks, but we didn't have enough iron. Well, admittedly, how much iron, which one is iron? We only have 113k, admittedly, but we are not that high on like copper, I think, and some other stuff like that. Like copper's down here. Yes, it's a bit more, but I mean, not enough. Like, I don't think 60k is enough to leap, you know, 8,000 or however, like 6,000, what was it, 4,000, something like that, iron blocks that we had available. So we might have to either wait quite a while or definitely do some stuff with EMC. I mean, I've still got this running. I do also have this running down here still, which will be giving me, you know, items in here like iron stuff. Like these are all quite high EMCs when they do stack. Emerald horse armor, for example, that can all go in here, you know, make more blocks and stuff, you know. So hopefully we shouldn't have any issues there, but we've just got to see, first off, if I was right in terms of numbers, because I want to make sure that I actually did my math correctly. But secondly, how many we're going to need. If it's exactly the same, that's fine, but the wikis don't exactly give too much. Oh, it's very accurate percentage. The wikis don't seem to give too much for information on how many of the stuff you need. Oh, we already have 3 stacks and stuff. But yeah, You don't get much information on that, unfortunately, so it does kind of suck, but hopefully we have enough for all the stuff we need. If not, we're going to have to possibly dip into that emerald fund to get some of the other stuff while it's still mining, because even, you know, when this is eventually all mined up over here, this is going to be, you know, like 200 and whatever thousand blocks of emerald, so you know, that's going to be fine in the end. So what I actually might do as well is just quickly go start mining in the end, or not in the end, in the mining emerald world thing as well, and I can just get some more emerald blocks just ready to maybe EMC, because we might need it, but we'll have to see once this is all done, and I guess I'll show myself if I go over by even one block, then my math is also incorrect. So we're at 3,000. I'm going to go mine, and I'll see you in a bit. It's going to take a very, very, very long time. Right, so we're back here. I haven't checked yet, but we have been mining a lot of emeralds, so you can see we're now up to 147,000 blocks of emeralds, so hopefully that should be enough for both the singularity and getting the rest of the singularities. But let's check. Right, we have definitely no blocks of iron remaining. We can craft them, but we don't have any left. That's fine. Let's quickly check if we have got any extra in here. So if we got like 1 or 2 or 64, let's see. Nope, we don't, but we do have our iron singularity. So we're going to throw that one into here for the moment. So yeah, that's the only one we need in terms of the iron one. That's perfect. So let's go back to that, and we will look into the next one, which is a golden one, which we have a lot less gold in terms of what we have remaining, and remember it's gold blocks, so let us quickly see. 1,600, it's actually less. What's that? 17,000? Yeah, so it is less, but we have less to start off with. So we start with that. 209. How much does the essence make? 4, so it's not actually as much. Good thing though, very, very good thing, is we don't have to have the iron essence to iron block crafting recipe, so we can actually swap those out. So what we want to do is we want to get the gold to do that, and then we'll just make a few of those. And oh, let's get those as well. Go to our interface, and then we'll swap these out. So do that one. Where's the other one? There it is. There we are. So yeah, we don't need them right now. We can actually just get rid of them because really we'll just make them if we need to. So in terms of that, again, we need 1,600, well 1,599. So that's going to be or 15,000. Is it 15? Yeah, 15,999 of those. So we're going to have then minus the amount we have, so 209 of those. We need 15,790, which means 15790. We need basically double the gold essence we have, which we don't have. Now, I'm not sure actually, I've just realized about this in here. We definitely have a few more gold blocks in here, so we'll re-look at our numbers. So 15,999 and then minus, what is it, 475. So we need, it's not going to make a difference, but a huge difference at least. We still need roughly double what we've got now. So I think it's going to be another case of going for getting a gold block, going in here, swapping this out, and it's a lot more now than an iron block was, because what is a block of iron is 2,300. That is about 9 times the amount. So we're going to get a lot of difficulties with this, but we do have, like, this there is 12 million, or 8 million, and another star block is 1.2 million, so hopefully we'll find that, plus I guess we can just use some emerald blocks up, I guess. Throw those in here, and that's 3 stacks for, what is it, 9, 18, 20, 24 stacks, so 3 for 24, so not too bad, but we are going to be here quite a while, so I guess I'll be going up until we have about, well, I need to go to exactly 16,000 and then take one off, so yeah, we're going to be here a while. We're going to need some items. We don't have a lot of, like, platinum. I don't know how I have so much platinum, honestly, unless I just got a bunch from, like, pulverizing, you know, all the nickel or other stuff. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a 10% chance of iridium, but I really don't think I ever did that. Ah, nickel, that was it. You get a chance of getting those, and then plus the platinum I already had. So maybe we can use platinum. If not, I'm going to use probably more emeralds, to be honest, because I want to get that EMC value back down to something I understand, possibly. That'd be nice. But yeah, time for us to do a lot of moving back and forth and EMCing stuff up and down. And, it's going to take us a while, like, yeah, a very, very long while. We've still got about 11,000 to go. It's pretty bad. Okay, so up here we now should have a golden singularity, infinity, and the next infinity, or the next singularity should be a lapis one, of which I've already got a few, 13k. Luckily, it's a lot less EMC for a lapis block compared to a gold block, so, you know, it's been a bit easier to get them. But let us throw this one in here. We need 17,600, so, you know, that means, you know, 17,599 again, which means on top of however many we're going to get from this, I'm not 100% sure. Alright, let's see, 14k. Okay, so we're not quite there yet. We are just going to have to, well, we do have the lapis essence, obviously, but I'm gonna have to work out exactly how much that is, and then obviously work out how many we need, and then whatever that is from there. So it's quite a lot of EMC, but if we divide it by 7,776, that right there, we have 14,777. So that means 14,777. We need 2,822. So if we were to get a lapis block, which requires a lapis thing, and we'll go for that whole thing again. I'll just take one of these. If I can get my block back, thank you. There we are. And then we'll craft that up. We want to go to our interface again. You know, this time I'll just swap them out. I won't actually... yeah, I won't bother swapping them out. I'll just leave them there. Don't really mind too much. So I need 2822. So 16k, we've got 142k, so I'm actually okay with that. So 2822. Craft that all up. That should then get us to 17,589. Hopefully, if not, then we waste a little bit of lapis. Who really cares at that point? Lapis is one of the cheapest we've got there. And then we got to think about redstone. Actually, redstone will be the cheapest. And we have a lot of essence for that, and a lot of already precursor to it. So I don't know how many we're going to need, but assume 16,000, 17,600. I think it's the cheaper it is, the more you need. So gold, which was more expensive, we needed less of. The iron, which is still a little more expensive than lapis, I think. Well, lapis is... Well, iron is 256. Okay, so lapis is actually more expensive. So we've needed 17,600, so it's more likely we're going to need possibly 17,600 or more for that. So it was redstone. We're going to have to create quite a lot. But, I mean, we've already got a load of redstone there. I think there was you know, we can't actually use the witch's hat because that actually doesn't work, that recipe, for some reason. But we can always do glowstone for it, plus obviously all the other stuff. So let's start on this whole thing, and I'm also going to, because it's so cheap as well, like a stack is, you know, stack is 32k. We throw it in here. It's definitely not going to take long just to, again, take another star or so. And get quite a lot of it. And, you know, this is still producing in the background, so that's good for the moment, but I feel like we are going to definitely run out of EMC by the end of this. And I guess we also have the emeralds that are still mining. I've been using them quite a lot, but we still have quite high numbers of them. So yeah, let's hope we got enough. Let's get up to about, get about 17,600. Then if we use too much, then I guess we can just turn it all back into regular redstone. But 7k, 7.5k, so this is still... Oh, I just realized, like, I've literally not got this going into where I need it to go. There we are. I also just realized, for some reason it was only 17k. Did we not make enough lapis? Oh, it's still crafting. So it's going to craft, and whilst it's crafting, it's going to go in there. Okay, that works. That's why I didn't put it in originally. Right. Either way, let's get on to more redstone. Again, it should be fairly cheap, considering it's like, yeah, just really cheap. You know, 700, oh, 576 rather for a block. 64 for one of those. So definitely very easy to get. What's a stack of regular redstone? Is going to be a diamond then, and we can basically duplicate diamonds almost, just with a little bit of effort. And apparently just gained 64. There we are. But yeah, we just need leather saddles, which we have 80 of. Some, basically, all I want is diamond horse armor, but we apparently don't have any. There we are. Now we do. And as soon as that goes into the ME system, that's then going to go into this system now. It works out really, really nicely. And then that will basically double our diamonds. It takes 5 to craft, and then we get 10 out of it. That's probably what we're going to have to do on a very large scale. If anything, I think, for... yeah, we'll have to do it on a very large scale for the... diamond ones, because I think that's probably the best way about going about it, because what a diamond block is probably, you know, 73k, and diamond horse armor, you know, we're gaining about 40k from that. So I guess I need to find the best way of getting saddles, either from iron and leather, or just leather on their own. I guess we're getting cow essence. Do we have cow essence? I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah, 26k, so you know, leather is 8 for 4. I think that actually should be very, very viable, and we should be able to craft, like, tons and tons if I just set up some auto-crafting, possibly. I think I might go do that now. Okay, so our lapis singularity is now sorted, so we'll put that one away. Let's have a look at our next one. It's going to be the redstone one, which I have 24,000 blocks, so let's see how many we're going to need. 18,400. Now, what I think I'm going to do then is, yeah, I'm going to have to work out the 18,400, well, 18,399, and then work out exactly how much EMC should be in this, or take out a majority of these. I'll either, actually, I think I'll put a lot of them back into regular redstone, because we do need a lot of that for a lot of stuff, actually. In fact, I'm actually planning to, I was thinking this during the time the lapis was going through, but I was actually thinking to possibly stop some crashes and just make it a bit more stable. I can do some redstone conduit and set it up so it's on this same line, and then get it going out to the side, possibly, so I can, from one lever, shut off all 89 farming stations, but I will have to go through manually and set all that up. But I'm thinking about doing it just because then I can guarantee they're shut off, and if I need to do, let's say, some AFKing, then I can do that, and I don't particularly have to worry about some of the essences since we have so much of everything. But yeah, this is going to take a little while, especially with me doing this, so I think the better way of doing it is just to take the blocks out. So yeah, we need that 18,400. I did say it will probably be more because of the lower... yeah, lower EMC, so that it's cheaper to make. So, you know, I expected us to require some more. And another thing I've been doing as well is just getting some of the other blocks that I know I'm going to need, like the quartz. And I'm currently in the middle of the copper, which obviously I've got too many of, so I'm just currently having to throw it into there, but I think I'll just disconnect that and it will work. But yeah, I'll be back in a little while when we've got a lot less redstone. Hopefully 0 redstone blocks, because they should all go into here. That is the plan, at least. So I need to go down to at least 17k before I'm comfortable with this working, and then I'll work back up to what I need to get to. So I'll see you in a little bit. I think what I might do, because I'm currently just doing pretty much the same thing over and over again, I think I might just do as many of them as I can until we hit a roadblock, but it's going to take a while. But I think copper, tin, lead, silver, nickel should be fine. It's just the diamond and the emerald I'm worried about. Emerald we should be fine with. It's just the diamonds that we've got to make. But yeah, I'll come back I think when I've got all the singularities, because currently it's just doing the same thing over and over again, and it's probably going to get quite boring. If not, it already has. So I'll see when we got all the singularities, and then I guess we'll have to try and start with some ultimate stew and the other thing, cosmic meatballs, but I'm not sure if we'll get them all in this episode or not. Right then, so it's been quite a while since the last clip, but obviously, as I said, I was just going to be finishing off all the other singularities, which we have now done, bar the emerald one, because I just wanted to show, actually, it is only a 16,000 blocks for the emerald singularity. So we're just going to put this last one in. There's that. We can get rid of this chest and this thing here now, and put all these back in. I didn't use it from the AE system because obviously we have 119,000, and it will create quite a lot of singularities that we don't actually need. But we now have every single singularity: the iron, gold, lapis, redstone, nether quartz, copper, tin, lead, silver, nickel, diamond, and emerald. And if I have forgotten one, it shouldn't be too difficult to make, but I'm pretty damn sure those are every single one. So, going back to infinity, what else do we have to make for this? So, we have to go to the ultimate stew and the cosmic meatballs, which we'll probably get onto in just a second. The endest pearl, the emerald carbon rod, which is fairly easy, the grains of that word, and a bunch of coins, which you just have to get ingots for. Flux Electrum, Draconic Core, Refined Glowstone thing, Hyperdime, which we kind of know how to make properly now, Fluix Blocks, and Red Matter. But I wanted to show off quickly something else I've done, and you may notice it's a bit less laggy, and you may think it must have taken forever with all these constant crashes, but what actually happened is, I want to kind of say it's a blessing in disguise almost, because I had a crash because of these farming stations, and then suddenly everything had run out of power, and I didn't know why. But what happened, for some reason, I don't know why, is my available channels blanked, and my available import channels and export channels for items, basically all this cleared itself, which is why it's main power and import now. So I had to run around and re-enable all these, which is why actually that half of this entire farming station doesn't work, and these two do work, but I've actually finally set up some redstone conduits here, and it's set up to a lever over here. So if I pull this lever, you'll be able to see, and hopefully it won't lag us out, that they will start to harvest, and it's quite nice. So I can let them kind of have one run, because they'll all go pretty much at the same time. As soon as these guys go to the last layer, which will be those ones, I can switch it off, and at least I'm still producing something. Now, I've also made it so these bottom four are always active still, so they are not connected, as you can see by the redstone, and I have got always active, and we've now upgraded them to ogdactic capacitors, because if we go to range, for example, I showed you, it goes to the full 11 by 11. I think it's 11 by 11. Well, this is 9 by 9. I think it's 12 by 12 actually. But nonetheless, yeah, it does this. It also uses 1,000 RF per tick on it. So, you know, it's generally better to do that with, I think. And those are all upgraded now. But I've been running those kind of in the background. But it's made it so I can actually AFK for once in a very long time. But it has caused issues where, like, our power system stopped working. This thing stopped working. You know, a bunch of that world nearly died because it uses a lot more power than we need. But yeah, nonetheless, infinity stuff, we need to do these coins, but I've actually broken down the ultimate stew and the cosmic meatballs to their very lowest level. So I now have a document, a notepad on my other monitor, which goes through everything. So I'll quickly just run through everything we need and sort of explain how we're going to get them. So in terms of tools, we're going to need a mixing bowl, mortar and pestle, pot, cutting board, and bakeware. We have 2 of those already, or should do at least. 2 piles of neutrons, which again, we're producing, so that should be nice. Water, 1 water essence, 1 fire essence, so we've already got those. 16 water buckets, which is fairly easy. 5 wheat, 4 tomatoes, which we're going to have to get tomato seeds from a market, which we'll make in a minute. Pineapple, again, we'll get the seed from market. 4 milk buckets, 1 apple, 6 raw pork chops, 1 sugar, 3 raw beef, 1 mushroom, 1 spinach, which we'll get from a market, 2 bell peppers, which we'll get from market, 3 spice leaves from market, 1 onion from a market, 2 cooked pork chops, 1 steak, 1 cooked chicken, 2 raw chicken, 2 raw rabbit, 2 raw fish, and 2 raw meat ingots. Now, the main one, you may not think it, but the main difficult one out of that is the raw rabbit, because we need it for here. We need 2 raw rabbit, and the only way to get that is rabbit essence, which you have to get some rabbit skills. And I, for the life of me, cannot find a rabbit in this dimension and in the mining dimension. So, what I'm actually going to do is there is a item called a ground trap, which I'm going to make just a few of if I can. I need some trapdoors, so let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Let's make 10. Sure, why don't we? Also, it seems we had just enough string for it. And this is going to go in this area, actually. So what needs to happen is I think it needs to have... I can't remember the exact thing, but it needs a certain amount of grass around it. But I think the best way of doing this is if I just do it like... kind of like 9 of them in here, I guess. Would probably be the best way. I'm not sure if this would be an exact thing. I don't think it is. Yeah, I need to move these back 1. Oh, luckily our magnet is doing a very good job. But we move these back and hopefully don't move our molten infinity cow. That would not be good, making him die there. But yeah, we'll just do 8 for the moment. I don't really want to move that middle one. But that is now 8 of those. What we can also do is get our watering can from here, which I have now a few of, because I don't 100% know where I got them from. I think I got them from a loot or a chance cube. That is what I think I possibly got them from. I don't think I got them from a loot bag or a loot chest. But yeah, we'll just quickly put all this back up so it is actually grass. There we are. It's weird to see if it's working without particles on, but I had to turn particles off for this thing. So, now that that's sorting itself out, and it's just fill it up a little bit, because the weird thing with this is, yeah, you'll see right now it's going down in the bottom left-hand corner unless I click, so it's just weird. Sometimes it just keeps thinking that it's, you know, keeps thinking that it's still you're still holding down the button, but you're not actually. But yeah, that's all sorted. Now what we need to do is we need to make some bait, and since we have 8 of those, we're gonna have to make quite a lot of bait. That's bat. There we are. And the best one, from what I understand, to get the raw chicken, or I think it's the only one that gets, or raw rabbit rather, is the fruit one. So we are going to need some fruits. Hopefully apples work in this. They do. So then we just need to go down here and get some string, I think. I don't know why he's actually going after me. Are you? You should not be there. Neither should you. I mean, I understand the Enderman being there, but the fact the skeleton was there, it shouldn't really happen. But yeah, there's just a bunch of string so that we can make most of these as we can. If not, you know, if it takes a while, we've still got a bunch of... Oh no, I don't want to use chorus fruit. I definitely don't want to be using chorus fruit. Right, that's fine. Let's divide these over 8, because hopefully we're lucky and it just works. So that's not done what I want it to do. Damn it. Right, nonetheless, yeah, we will just do that. So 16, another 8 will be 24, and then however much from 32 will be another 4, so I think it's 28. Yeah, so 28 in every single one, and hopefully, it's going to take a little while, but the hope is that we can get some raw rabbit out of this. I don't know if we'll get rabbit hide. According to the wiki, it doesn't actually say that you do. But if we do, then we can get at least 1 rabbit seed sorted and can hopefully set that up as well. So that'll be good. But yeah, now we need to make sure we've got all the other stuff. So I want a mixing bowl. I don't know how to make it. Just fairly simple, looks like. A mortar and pestle. We're actually going to go JEI synchronized for this. Just makes things a little bit easier. Mortar and pestle. There we are. We've got the pot already. Apparently we do not have the pot. I thought we did. Maybe I didn't make it on this world. Then a cutting board, which we definitely don't have. And then we should have bakeware in here. Yep. Perfect. There we are on that one. So we need 2 piles of neutrons. Now, the annoying thing for this is I'm kind of a stickler for keeping the right amount of numbers. So the fact that I'm going to have to probably throw away like 79 neutrons just to make myself be happy with the fact I've done that. So let's just do this. Now I want to go right until we've only got the 9 remaining. And then I want to throw away these 7. Even though that's literally not what I just said I'm doing, but it's going to make awkward numbers and I don't like it. So we're going to have the 2 piles of neutrons. In fact, let's get a diamond chest out here just so we can... There we are. It seems diamond chests have a weird thing now where you destroy it and the item now does come out, which also stops them having different MBT tags, which means they were not stacking in the ME system. So I'm not actually sure if that's an update with a pack or just an update with something. I assume the pack, because I don't think what else could upgrade. We're also going to get this out of the way because I don't actually need it anymore. Because I definitely have all the items I need in here. So yeah, that's 2 piles of neutrons. We're going to need a water essence and a fire essence, which luckily we have tons of. We're going to need a 16 water buckets. So luckily we have a ton of buckets in here and a massive drum filled with water. So 16 of those, that's fine. We're just doing this whilst we can quickly wait for the other stuff to show up. Like, hopefully, let's actually quickly check if this... I don't think it will have, but... Oh, we got some raw chicken, feather, raw chicken, an egg, more raw chicken. Okay, so hopefully they've only used 1 bait and we've mainly got chicken. So hopefully I don't have to try the other baits maybe. That actually might have to come to happen. But, this is a thing. So now we've got the market we want to go for. So the market is a lovely item. It's 240 EMC. It's not very difficult. It specifically does have to be red wool, which annoyingly I don't have any wool. I actually got rid of the red wool I had, which was perfect. I guess I could go for some dye essence and just make some red dye. That makes sense. Literally what I made the essence for, really. So now it's market. So we want to throw that in, do that. And what will happen is, where do we want to put this guy? I don't know if he can get killed, so that's my main concern. Yeah, if he can get killed, I definitely want him out the way, but because I still get some stuff spawning on like these things. I think if I press F7, you'll see that. So let's get some torches quickly. I want to do this. And then opposite. There we are. Hopefully that kind of stops it. If not, we'll have to find out some other way. But nonetheless, let's just... I know you can destroy it, so let's just put them in here for the moment. And there we are. Emerald Buncher is now here. So we have a choice of going through all these different seeds and trees, which is really nice. Stuff like nutmeg, and it's basically because a lot of these would be very difficult to get otherwise, I think, unless, like, you know, that was obtainable obviously, but how are we going to get cherries in the first place other than going through cherry seeds? So we are going to quickly grab a bunch of emeralds. We only need a certain amount. Well, we only need, well, take 64. Luckily for seeds, we only need 1 of every seed, and then we should be able to be fine. So we're going to need a tomato. So let's just do that. I'm going to need 1 tomato seed, 1 pineapple seed. There we are. Let's, I was about to scroll down, but I can't do that. Spinach. Do we get spinach seeds? Yep. That's fine. Bell pepper. And the good thing about this, I have a completely spare farming station set up. So spice then I want. And then onion. I think those are the only ones we need. Only 6, I think. If not, then it's my fault and I'm wrong. But what we can hopefully do now is... it won't work because the farming stations are turned off. But I guess I can actually just set this one up to export anyway. But what we can do for the moment is move that out of there. I will... I guess I'll do it on this one because it's already set up. I just need to make sure it's always active, and then I'm just going to throw these seeds in. Hopefully that works. Right, the mattock doesn't need to be in there, that's fine. So, do I have to... I'm going to have to plant these manually. Oh, that's weird. I guess that kind of works. I don't know why it did that though. We're going to have to like make more spinach seeds. Do you know what actually I'm going to do? I've just realized what I actually need to do. Instead of actually setting it up like that, what I actually want to be doing is setting up a photovoltaic... Oh, it won't work because of my JEI. Not photovoltaic. How do I do it on this? Oh no, this one. Photogenic, that was it. So it's basically just another machine. What I can actually do then is just, yeah, get rid of this. So phyto, isn't it? Phytogenic insulator. So we'll just quickly make one of those while everything, hopefully that bait works. What else do we need? I don't have any gold, I forgot. Because I used it all. Let's just do that. It's actually going to be a problem at some point. It currently is a problem still, so, you know, it definitely is going to be. I probably just shouldn't have done and used all that stuff. So stuff like lumium, that's always nice because we have now got the essence for it, which actually is perfect because it's iron. Well, it's only one set is 4, which is perfect for a gear. So then we got the resonant upgrade or conversion kit, which is just upgrade for that. And then we got the augments. Is a 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's going to happen now is we'll quickly throw it there. We'll do that. I'm going to throw it up to a resonant straight away. It's going to get power. It's also got these augments in it. Now I don't know if there's any specific augments. It looks like it is. It just looks like certain ones for... That's actually kind of cool. You have a 150% chance, so guaranteed chance, it seems, to get a purple slime back. So you can basically just make congealed slime blocks unlimitedly, but obviously you've got to get flux phyto grow, and then that's energetic infuser for rich phyto grow, which actually, if we could maybe autocraft that. You get like, yeah, I'm not sure, like, sawdust is fairly easy to make. Niter we've got stuff for. Rich slag is the only thing I think that's an issue. So we could bone meal up phytogrow, regular phytogrow, which is just, the problem is then getting slag, which means we need that whole thing. But no, they don't have EMC values, which kind of sucks. But if we can just kind of hopefully make just some regular phytogrow maybe. Maybe we have some slag left in here. No, we don't. Because we haven't even got an induction furnace, which is, or induction smelter, which would make sense. So we're actually going to have to make another, like, thing completely just to make this other item. So machine frame should be fine. And then we just need something that we can kind of throw through here that we kind of know we can get a bit of a return on, or that we don't have issues with. So if we get the resonant conversion kit up again, let's actually throw it down here. It's not the best place for it, but I mean, it's not going to be here forever. We can throw that in there. Now my hope is, if we look this up, rich slag as well, we need cinnabar for that, but there's a 15% chance. What's the highest percent chance? That's like going... That's not too bad. I mean, nether quartz isn't the best obtainable block, but I can do that, and then soul sand I can make. Oh, actually, that's possibly a better one because we've got a lot of redstone. If we want, we can just use a combiner and actually combine cobblestone and redstone into an ore, which actually might be the best way of doing it, which means we're going to have to make a load of other stuff. Oh my god, we're jumping down a rabbit hole right here, aren't we? So I need... Okay, actually, I don't really want to do that. What I want to do is actually possibly... do I have a Silk Touch book? I do have a Silk Touch book. I'm actually been thinking of doing this for a little while. It's just taking that out and doing that, which also means I'm going to have to add regular stone to the blacklist on this thing. So there we are. And also possibly gravel, but I'll have a look at gravel in a minute, because I didn't put sand in there, I guess, so I guess I'll deal with it. But yeah, hopefully this will get us some good ores. But now basically we need to, again, make some, just regular slag is fine, I think. It's just going to require us, we can actually do this quite well. So we can take platinum and sand and put it through and then pulverize up the platinum, which I think is quite nice as well. And because, oh, this is actually almost perfect. Because of this, I can then output into here, both outputs. So I need a bunch of sand. So get like 4 stacks. Let's throw these back in here. And then I need a load of platinum, which I have a lot of pulverized platinum, nicely enough. We'll leave that extra 3 in there. So what I need to do is throw one of those in there, and then I need to get some augments, and it's got the lovely sound to go along with it. Right, so that should speed everything up. Hopefully that's going to get us at least some slag. It doesn't have an EMC value again, so that's annoying. But if what we can do even is just make 12 of this, so pulverized charcoal, oh, it's got to be charcoal, fine, nitre and slag to make 12. We can then bone meal that up per 1 and then energize it with the energetic infuser, which again we'll probably just quickly make as a separate thing. This is yeah. Again, as I said, it's a bit of a rabbit hole, but I think these are all going to come in useful. These aren't really quest items, so if they were, I probably would have made them by now, obviously. But I think it's just something we've got to deal with. And I'm sure I'll find some use for these items somewhere down the line. So 2 of those. And energetic infuser. And then again, we've got the resonant conversion kit. As long as we don't use all of them up, they have an EMC value. So they are 32k each, so we can just make more of them. But at this point, we're going to have every single possible item from thermal expansion already, sorted. So let's do that. Have no outputs. And see what's going on. So we've got some of that. That's fine. Then it's just going to be half a stack for that, isn't it? So let's throw all these back in, put the fortune book back in there, and let's look at ores maybe. Maybe we'll get some like industrial grade graphite ore or something. Yeah, we've already got some redstone ore, so prosperity ore. It won't get nether stuff, but diamond ore and a few other things. It's quite nice. So hopefully we're all good there. That's quite a lot in that slot. So let's, if we can, make... So I need some wood to go into here to make charcoal, to then pulverize or put in the sag mill, which I then got to make sure doesn't go into there. I think. There we are. So charcoal, and then charcoal going in here. And because the way charcoal works, I actually made more than 64 because it does have a chance. So there's 64 and 8, so let's bone meal that up. 64 and 8, hopefully. There we are. Possibly some more slag in there, but they're fine. And it's going to take just a little bit to actually charge it, but it should be good. As soon as it gets to 8, what we can do is just throw these back in. And this can go in there, which is perfect. So now getting back to... for example, tomatoes, I've actually got 6, so I'm fine there. Pineapples, I've got 1, so I'm fine. I need to make sure I've got apples, which I don't, so I'm just gonna just do this for a little bit. More than I need, but that's fine. Anything else? So, yeah, I've been doing this for quite a bit now, and I've just completely forgot. I have a chest perfectly set up for this, don't I? So that was this one here. So I need tomato, I need pineapple, and what we'll do as well quickly is just check in here and see if bones. Rabbit hide. So we can... Okay, I think the best way of doing this then is we've got a lot of raw rabbit. If we get one more raw rabbit anywhere... We've also got a rabbit foot, which is nice. There's one more raw rabbit, so we can actually make a rabbit seed from all this, and also stops me having to go get raw chicken, which is nice. Because I actually, not realizing I needed raw stuff for this earlier, I actually went and cooked all my raw stuff up, which is kind of useful in some respects because there is a certain, certain cooked stuff I need, but it also kind of sucks. But we'll throw all that in there for the moment and deal with it there. So we need a bucket of milk, so we actually need 4 of those. So I think we have regular cows, or at least 1 regular cow, so hopefully I can fill that up. That's fine, that was a horrible sound. So 4 milk buckets, an apple, and again, hopefully we only have to make this once ever. Raw pork, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A bit of sugar, which I grabbed from my mob farm, actually. That was quite nice. Raw beef. I don't actually know where I've been getting all this from. I can't remember ever getting any of this. A mushroom is actually... I don't think it matters which mushroom it is, so I'll just get a white mushroom. Spinach. Got some of that, that's fine. I guess it actually grabbed some from with the farming station. That's why I've actually got extras on top of what I thought I had. So spice leaves, we need those. Apparently I already got mustard seeds, that was weird. Onion, 4 of those, that's fine. I need cooked pork chop, so pork, need 1, 2 of those in here. Could have actually just got 1, I've realized. So cooked pork chop goes there. Steak goes there. I need chicken. I thought that was actually... Oh, I just realized that's all in there. So chicken. Then I need raw chicken. 2 raw chicken. Rabbit. Fish. Which, luckily, I have all these fish, but if you just throw them in here, actually makes regular fish out of it, which is really nice. I did that with the fisher, actually, a very, very long time ago. Very, very long time ago. So that's all that. Now, we obviously also need some raw meat ingots, so we actually need a meat packer, which is going to be... an interesting time, because I actually just realized I don't know what that is. Rocket fuel. How do I make rocket fuel? I need the vat, and I need some hooch and some... How do I make hooch then? That's actually a very good point. How do I make hooch? Poison... Oh. So... Okay, so I need a vat, which I think is actually an item for a quest. So we might actually, if I haven't completed that quest already, which I don't think I have, by the fact I haven't got one, will mean that we complete a quest today, at the very least. So then a furnace, if there wasn't already one there, and then I need a cauldron. Why has that not worked? Fluid tank. There we are. The vat. Let's see if that's a quest. It is a quest. Right. So we'll go to the back of the machines now, over here. So what we needed for that, we needed to get hooch. And do we need a capacitor for this? Doesn't look like it. So we needed hooch, which was a water, potato. Potato is 4 times, so let's just... Do we have potato? Potato, yes we do. Potato. What else? Sugar. Let's get some sugar. And then a bucket of water from this thing here. So hopefully this works. So 4 times and then 1 times. And my hope is that... Yeah, dump input tank to... output tank. I don't want to avoid the output tank. Do I maybe need to fill it up with water? Let's just drag this drum over here, shall we? I don't think I've actually used this vat properly before. Oh no, it looks like we have. It looks like maybe we had to have a little bit. That's weird. Okay, so we've now got some hooch in there. So what we want to do now is... want to get the hooch out of there. If we can, I'm hoping we can just do that and void it pretty much. Yep, we can. That's perfect. So that hooch is going in there, which then will go in to make rocket fuel. However, that works. So we need rocket fuel from hooch, gunpowder, and redstone. So redstone, and then gunpowder. And that should then start creating and distilling or whatever. And I've completely forgot what we were actually making this for, but I guess we'll work it out when I quickly pick up this rocket fuel. What was the rocket fuel for? The meat packer, that was it. I don't particularly know why you need it for a meat packer, but we'll deal with it. I have barely any of those things. All right, clay in there, and then we need another 4 rubber, I think it is, to make raw plastic. Do that, and meat packer. Now for this we need a meat in the first place, so if we place that there, it requires we've got some energy and it requires some meat. Now to do that, does it have an output slot in terms of... no, it doesn't. Okay, so I think what we need to do is get a chest, get a item conduit, I think, and we won't bother with upgrades, but... ooh. Insert. Right, so that should now do that. Now what we're going to have to do is get possibly a tank, if we have one. We do not, so let's just quickly make a fluid tank ever so quickly, which is going to output to there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a lasso. I actually just realized, yeah, I've still got these two. What are these two again? Cloud seed, which I don't think I can actually get, and molten enderium, which I guess I can. So what I need to do is I'm going to go to the mining dimension quickly. Basically, I'm going to pick up just some animals. I think the best thing to probably use is like pig. So let's just pick up 2 pigs in here quickly. And what we want to do is, I don't think it's a grinder. It's if we go to @mine factory, where is it? It's a I don't know if it's the slaughterhouse. That was probably it, I'm pretty sure, and it requires some enders, which I guess is nice because we have so many down here. So let us quickly see if we've got any spare, because I probably threw them all away. Nope, I've got a bunch. Perfect. So 2 hopefully should be enough, I think. Hopefully it doesn't require them to be unenchanted or anything like that. So slaughter house. So other than a machine chassis, which I'm gonna just have to make some gold. Yeah. So machine chassis, everything else bar these dark axes, which is fine. Did I only make the one? I did. Good. Because I forgot they didn't stack. Because that's how actual things work. So slaughterhouse is there. Then we're just going to get a dimensional transceiver. Some energy conduits. Just so we have some power flow. We'll put that... oh no! Didn't actually mean for that to happen. Can I get him back? I mean, I got an ingot out of him, so I wonder. Swap-o-matic. Yeah, I accidentally killed him. I didn't actually mean to do that. Because it's facing that way. So, we do definitely have 1 raw meat ingot, which is fine. We just needed the extra one, so I guess what we can do quickly is make sure it's got power. So, receive main power, and just do that. So we know, I assume we don't need this then. The problem is it's idle time, so we're just going to do it when it's about 20. There we are. Now, how much does that go through? So it's a little bit, and then it goes into here. Pink slime, that's not what I want, though. But pink slime does go into stuff. So I wonder, again, if I can just be really kind of cheaty with it and just... Swap-o-matic was processed into meat sauce. And then the problem is, again, it doesn't want that because it wants pink slime in here. So that makes a meat nugget. But I wonder if I can get anything working here. I wonder if it's gonna tell me off for doing this. What's your name? Emerald Muncher. Okay, so I don't feel too bad. Right, so you're gonna idle. You're gonna go to 0. You're gonna go to him. And you're gonna give me a message in here again. Liquid meat going into here again. We've got 1 raw meat nugget, so we just need to keep, I guess, doing this to be the most efficient, I guess. So come on, hopefully. I'm not sure how much we need for like... I assume we're gonna need... however many, like, what I'm trying to say. I'm going to assume we need 1,000 for a bucket or a nugget, but on an ingot. But I'm also slightly surprised then that we had, obviously, we got from 1 kill, we got a ingot. 350? Come on. I wonder if it will kill... I don't think it will, but... I wonder if it will kill baby chickens. If I could get any, that would be nice. Come on, come on, possibly kill it, if not... Nope, you're not gonna. Okay. Bye, baby chicken. I feel really bad for this. Will you kill you? You're a hostile mob, so that won't work. So yeah, it won't kill those, so that's fine. Let's quickly take this apart and see if it's gonna give me enough nuggets. Okay, it gave me an ingot, that's fine. Okay, that's all I needed. Right. I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff now, I don't need it. Get out of my face, thank you. Right. Store all this stuff away, all that, those two, and all that. Right. That now should be everything in order to get the ultimate stew and the cosmic meatballs. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually take all this into my inventory. I'm going to actually, bit by bit, I think actually we should be able to create that on its own now. Let's quickly just see if we can make the cosmic meatballs quickly. So I need 2 raw beef, is it? 2 raw chicken, 2 raw pork chops, 2 raw rabbit, 2 raw fish, and 2 raw meat ingots. So that is only 1 cosmic meatball. Apparently, I thought it made more than that. I guess, oh no, it's the ultimate stew that makes 5. So that is 1 cosmic meatball. If we wanted to, we could eat it, and it would give us 400% or 400 times saturation, but we're going to leave that in, actually in this chest for the moment, because right now we're going to have to craft up a bunch of stuff instead of making just the ultimate stew. So ultimate stew consists of a lot of stuff. So that is a water essence, fire essence, powder neutrons, dough, tomato, pineapple, cheese, baked ham, beef Wellington, pizza, supreme chicken, supreme pizza rather, and meat feast pizza. So I'm going to put this, and this back in. And I'm actually going to throw all these back into the AE system, or ME system, and I'm going to create them one by one. So I need to make some salt, so we're going to make some salt. We're then going to make some flour, which I need, so I'm going to make one of those. I then just need to do that, and that's our dough. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to go through all these, because stuff like the Meat Feast pizza takes a while, because you've got to make a pizza first off, and then you've got to make a pepperoni, then pork sausage, and then other stuff. So I'm going to go one by one. I've got the tomato already, so we can get rid of that one into there straight away. You know, pineapple again. But yeah, it's going to take a while. I'm going to head off and basically just create a bunch of stuff, like some more salt for some cheese, and be done with it. And hopefully I haven't miscalculated. If I have, hopefully the ME system kind of makes up for that. If I have got to go find something else, then so be it. But I think for the most part we're all right. It's just going to be the pizzas that are the issue, because we're already at Beef Wellington, as you can see. We just have to make some flour, then I think some dough, then I think we're fine there. Yeah, now for the pizzas, which take a little bit longer, but we'll get there. In fact, actually, it didn't take too long. This should now just be the remainder of the pork sausage here, and then we should have the Meat Feast Supreme Pizza. So let's just get everything else. Let's get the cheese, or is the cheese already in here? So everything past the Beef Wellington, so, or at the Beef Wellington. So Beef Wellington, pizzas then is pretty much it. So Beef Wellington, that's the Meat Feast, that is the regular pizza, and that is the Supreme Pizza. So actually it wasn't too difficult, or as difficult as it seems to me made out to be. So we're just gonna put those in, and hopefully this all goes to plan. I think it is. I think this is everything. So there we are. Ultimate stew. There we are. I'm not going to eat it. I'm going to put it back in here. I almost accidentally ate it. So that is now time for the more simple ones. So that's just the coins. So we're going to have to get copper ingot, just one by one. So copper, tin, ingot, silver, lead. So let's just get these kind of quickly. Lead. Where are we? Aluminium. Aluminium. I'm really glad we only have to do this once. So nickel. Keep clicking on the wrong things. Platinum, which I know we have a lot of now. I don't really know why we have so much platinum. Iridium, which we only have stuff for, so we'll just do that. Mana. Infused ingot. There we are. Not mana steel, mana infused. Then anything else? Steel. So I assume it's that steel ingot, or at least I'm hoping it's that steel ingot. Electrum, which we have a lot of as well. A lot of the alloys I just make a lot of, just because I know I'm going to be using a lot of them. So then it's bronze. Bronze. There we are. The Constantan. Hopefully we have enough inventory space for these. I think we do. Signalum, which I think again we'll just make a few ingots of, just for ease of use. The Lumium, which again makes 4, so that's easy. Then Enderium, so we just make Enderium. Apparently I just made 64, I don't know why. I guess I now have 68 Enderium. Even I know I had some already, but I didn't actually mean to do that. So we want to go into, how do you do that again then? You have to get a pneumatic. Oh, I have to make a thingy. Okay, I didn't actually realize. I thought it was part of the base machine. So we need a redstone servo, electrum plate. So I just need to get some electrum then. That's fine on top of what I already had. So that's pressing. So I'm going to have to get rid of one of these auxiliary augments, which is a little frustrating, but as soon as I make this, not going to cause us any issues, because as soon as these are done, then I don't need to make them ever again, and we should be fine. What else was there in that? Glowstone dust, which apparently I don't have any of. I don't know why. I swear I had 2 remaining. Maybe I threw it away. I've been doing a bit of a clean out, and it's kind of made me lose some stuff, so I probably did that. Right, that should now have mint on there, which is mint. Has anybody ever said mint in the last few years? I don't know. So these should hopefully go quickly. They're going to make 3 because that's just how it works. Slightly annoying. I don't want to have to make nuggets, because if I made nuggets to get 1, so it's 3 nuggets for 1, that means I'm remaining with 6 nuggets that I don't really have too much of a use for, unless I, again, make more of these things later. I guess I can just have them kind of as a trophy almost. Hopefully this is the correct steel. Thank you. And we're getting close for this one, so it's going to be a very long episode, but we're getting our first touch of infinity. We're not going to make the infinity stuff today, I don't think. I think I'll leave that for another episode, but there's all that stuff. So I guess if we wanted to, I think we can put together most of this. We'll quickly throw these back in. I don't think there's much else we need to make. So flux to electrum is, yes, a thing we have to make. So I need to make, what is flux to electrum, is it? Well, how much is it nowadays? 2 electrum, 4 redstone, 1 pyrotheum. So 2 electrum, pyrotheum, and redstone. There we are, and the alloy smelter should work out properly. There we are. So half of those is what I need. And then stuff like this takes a little bit of time, but we should be alright, I think. So we want to do that. Then lapis. Then iron. Gold, diamond, emerald? You gotta do emerald bits, don't you? That was a thing. There we are, with the 1 remaining, which doesn't have really much use otherwise. So that's now sorted. We then need the grains of Parisian, whatever it's called, which was pulsating ingot, not the other one. So I thought it was the vibrant one for a moment. So what we want is that pulsating ingot. Perfect. Then we want to alloy smelt that down. Actually gets us 2, which is quite nice. Not really too much use for it. I don't know if we can, like, I guess we can, yeah, we can use it in extreme crafting or the vat to make dew with the void or vapor of levity, I guess. Guess whatever floats our boat. So we'll get the singularities sorted first, I think. We'll start putting this into the extreme crafting table, because I don't think there's actually much use for it in this recipe anymore. So we can start throwing them in, making sure obviously we get them in the right places. I think that's correct at the very least. Yeah, looks like it. So then the ultimate stew comes in. Cosmic meatballs then go in. Then we want the... I just realized I got to do the endest pearl. So neutronium ingot. I need a nether star, which I just realized I have none of because I keep compressing them. So I do need to get all these out now, which again sucks. And then a lot of ender pearls and a lot of end stone. So we'll put that one in the very middle. And then we got to get some end stone, which I have hopefully enough of. And then some ender pearls, which again, hopefully we have enough of. So 3 out or 2 out on each side. For 3 though. There we are. I think it does that. That's how I would make it at the very least, yep. And then covering all those up. There we are. So now we've got the Ender's Pearl, which now means, looking at this quickly and hopefully not getting anything wrong, yes, now we can put in what we want. So we're going to start with the iron, gold, lapis, I think it's that. Yeah, lapis, redstone, nether quartz, copper, lead, silver. No, tin goes there. Nickel, diamond, emerald, ultimate stew, cosmic meatballs, Ender's Pearl. This is definitely living up to its name of extreme crafting, but again, we only have to do it once. So then the emerald carbon rod, the grains of the thingy, that one. And then the coins. Hopefully, I think these are in the right order already, but let's just hope they are. We can always move them when needed, but tin, lead, I think it is. Like, this seems like the right order. So this last one should be, yeah, steel, electrum, invar, bronze, constantan, signalum, lumium, enderium. Then fluxed electrum ingot, a draconic core, which we'll just have to craft one up quickly. Apparently we have no draconium, so I'll just make 4 of those. There we are. And then a refined glowstone block, which without the lag would have been a lot easier. There we are. Apparently I already had refined redstone, or refined glowstone. Didn't know how I did that. And then I'm going to need a tiny TNT, a graphite dust. I should have just made an extra one when I made the Philosopher's Stone. And then I need a redstone torch, which I'll just do manually. I've also got to make more sticks because I'm accidentally going to use that one sometime soon, and I don't want to do that. So what I'll do then is we'll also get some cobblestone quickly, just so we're above everything a little bit. Oh, actually no, we did it with obsidian last time, so I think we'll do that this time as well. It was only like 20 obsidian, but what we want to do is just do this. Just make a little enclosure for ourselves so that the block can't go anywhere, it can't be destroyed. I accidentally just did that, I'm stupid. Alright, let's just do that, yep. This way we don't have to destroy any inside blocks, and then we can just get rid of it. Right, so what we want to do is we want to get that, drop it, well, without our magnet on, and then do that. We'll get away quickly. And that should become a hyper diamond. It did. Perfect. There we are for us. And hyper diamond. That attempt was a lot easier than the last one. So hyper diamond in. Then we got to go fluix block, which I think we have a bunch of spare. Yep. And a red matter, which we have a bunch of. So this right here should be finally our infinity. So in terms of infinity, I don't know if we have to make 3 of these, and we have to get 60 neutronium ingots and 6 matrix crystal matrix things, but we'll just get the EMC for that. But finally, here we are. This is ours. Infinity Catalyst, the first step to infinity stuff. So Sword of the Cosmos. I'm not actually sure if I want to swap to Sword of the Cosmos because I lose my looting 40. I might have both on me, so if I really want to loot, that's fine, but if I really want to kill something, then yeah, I'll just go with the Sword of the Cosmos, like that Herobrine that took like 3.5 hits of this thing worth of health, and like, I don't know, the Chaos, I guess, yeah, the Chaos Guardian might be worth it as well, because we kind of might need that. That'll be a thing. Maybe this stuff is worth it for that, even though it recommends draconic or draconic armor, like fully upgraded and charged, but I'm sure infinity stuff will do the job. Nonetheless, Infinity Catalyst, here we come. There we are, with this nice little kind of glow in the background. There is our coins to take home back to our enemy system as our victory trophy. But here is our Infinity Catalyst. I kind of want to put it up in a frame. Here's our item frame with our Infinity in it. I expected the like thing to actually be that. I also want to check if I can get this working. Nope, I broke it. Yeah, so that is now that. What we're actually going to do is we'll throw it into here. Now, interestingly, well, not interestingly by many means, but this is actually, one block of this is actually over this, so we can actually make 35 of them. So we're already up to 35, which should upgrade this quest. Hopefully. Oh, it consumes these. Oh, okay. I kind of want to do that then. Obviously, it's good that we've made multiple, but I want to get exactly what they want me to get. So, we want 6 of these then. So we want that, and then we want to go like that, and then we want to make a bunch in here, most likely. We'll just, yeah, get a few of these out, because these are actually objectively more annoying to make than the other ones, than the Infinity Catalyst. We'll also make another one spare, because obviously we need to. We'll put the Infinity Catalyst back in there. But for what you're getting, this is actually better for making than the other thing is. But yeah, there we are. Detect and submit. Hopefully. There we are. It consumed them. And we'll open up this one at the very least. I know I've done a bunch of other quests. I'm actually keeping it for an episode soon that I want to do where I'm just going to complete a bunch of quests. But we'll see what's in here. I don't know if this is guaranteed to be anything, but let's see. A Nether Star Crux. Okay, that actually is really useful because I have been meaning to set up a wither thing so I can actually make a second one of these because, you know, I'm very behind on this compared to over here. 19 stacks compared to 6 stacks, you know, and I use this more often than I use the Nether Stars, so it's very good to have another Crux there, definitely. But now, that'll be us moving on to Suspicious Quest. Yeah, we've completed this, haven't we? It says I've got unclaimed rewards. I don't know what's up, but maybe I can. Oh, it's a cooldown. It's got a cooldown, so you can do this over and over and over and over and over if you wanted to. We have so many of these that, you know, if we wanted to, we could just complete this. You can get infinite loot boxes in theory? I'm not sure. This is actually very intriguing to me. I want to try that out. So we're gonna get let's get some emerald, stacks of emerald, since they're so quick to do it. Right, there's that, and then we want infinity, which looks really cool in the actual in this whole thing. Right, there's that. Let's have another 3, 6. I mean, it's not technically infinite because we still got to wait for these, and that's a little bit of a hassle. But in theory, I can put 16 of those there and complete this quest again. And then there should be a cooldown for a few seconds that will allow us to do it again. Okay, I'm not sure of how many. Okay, like, if I can just, you know, do that whole thing I said, you know, I think I mentioned it before, I don't know if I left it in an episode, but like having a tower of this as tall as these, just making this constantly. Imagine if I did that, and that, because that's our only non-EMCable item, we could just make, you know, this is still creating stuff in the background, you know, we're getting a bunch of EMC from this thing down here, plus the emeralds on top of that, you know, we could, yeah, 36. Because this is actually not inputting anything right now, but like 20 million here. Like, how much does all of this give me in terms of infinity? over a stack. Stack and 36. That's insane. But I do think what I'm going to do, because I don't know, again, I don't know if that will allow me to do that, but I want to invest then into moving this deep storage unit probably over here, having it still connected by a storage bus, having it to the like world height. Because the cool thing about that is since we don't need to get in here for anything, or we shouldn't do, what we can do is we can just put them directly on top. Hopefully they don't connect, that's my only concern, but I guess we can do it bit by bit. Then we can just have, you know, collector, cable, collector, cable, collector, cable. If not, we'll do collector, cable, blank, collector, cable, blank, collector, cable, blank. Which probably sounds like an easier way to do it so I can actually access some of the cables, but yeah, that shouldn't cause any lag the same way the farming stations do, I don't think, and then we can do this amazingly, you know, quickly. I think that's amazing, if that works the way I think it is. But neutronium, where is it? Yeah, we need a lot of neutronium ingots anyway to make infinity ingots, so it's not as much as you think it is, really. Like, you know, I need a lot of these per one. I only need 11 of these, so enough of me, I guess, blabbering on too much, but I think we're getting there in terms of where I want to be. We still have to make the Starry Sword, and now we can go for the Sword of the Cosmos, which requires obviously a lot of infinity ingots, insanium ingots, which should be fun. Infinity catalysts and stuff. So most of this isn't EMCable, but it all starts with infinity catalysts, and hopefully, if we're very lucky, maybe we'll just, you know, I don't know, maybe if we can just do if I do that, and then do an episode where I complete all the quests, which I've still got a few to do, but if I like complete all mechanism, complete all of the, you know, the rest of AE, complete the rest of mana, endist, agriculture, because really I just need to get to the imaginary time block, it'll be easy. Complete some of these, they're fairly easy as well, for the most part. And maybe some of these as well. Then maybe we can also do like a stack of loot boxes from that other quest, since the cooldown is so low. But yeah, I think I'm going to end off this episode with that revelation. I'm going to go and spend a lot of time making some more neutronium collectors, or neutron collectors, because they do have EMC values as far as I'm aware, unless something has changed with the pack. Nope, they have an EMC value of 3 million, so that's about 2 nether star blocks, roughly. No, about 3 actually. Which kind of sucks, but yeah, it's all going to be worth it in the end. We've got the emeralds to, I think, get by, and also just everything is looking up, I think. And also we've got another crux, so we can actually make another steed, which means I can make another or more nether stars. But yeah, enough of me blabbering on forever, it seems. I'm just really excited about what this could mean for us in the future. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.